we talk about this falhada, the Will Smith, Chris Rock? What's your view on that?
Okay, I actually came out and did a video
Yeah.
on my page.
Because everyone's got an opinion on this.
Okay, here's my opinion. Number one, Chris Rock is a comic.
Yep.
And he did a joke, very, very low. Hey, Jada, looking forward to seeing you in G.I. Jane 2.
Yep.
You know, he gave her kind of a compliment because
Do you think
Demi
he knew?
Moore, I don't think he knew she had alopecia.
Okay.
There's no way. I was watching the show.
Or do you think it's a setup?
Now, why would it be a setup? Think about it. It's the Oscars.
More
He
attention?
just got
Oscars
banned.
on the download.
They're on it. I mean, you got the number one comic in the world with the number one actor at the number one award show. Why would you fuck it up? And I've heard this, that people think it's a setup.
Okay.
It would be a setup if one of them wasn't famous. Then, you know, now Angelo Tsarouchas whacked Will Smith in the head.
They're already famous.
Now, yeah, they're famous, so they don't need attention.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
So
and
what's your view? So it was real. Definitely.
My
happened.
real view is, I think Will Smith is a malaka because, and I'll tell you why, because when he did the joke, he said, just fooling Jada. Then he decides, his wife came out, basically said, I'm in an entanglement, so I'm banging my son's friends. But in Hollywood, they call it an entanglement.
Okay.
Well,
You know,
she
when you're depressed in Hollywood,
Yeah.
okay, it's called chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah.
When you're depressed and you're poor, it's called depression. So we had an entanglement. You basically cuckolded your husband to the world, you know, because you weren't happy. Okay, then he gets to the Oscars. They put all their garbage out for the world to see.
Yeah.
So everybody knows this. She shaved her head. Now, if you don't want the attention on the biggest night of your husband's career, put a wig on, Jada. You're in Hollywood. But no, I'm going to shave my head. And I'm not saying alopecia isn't something serious. It is. And it's very sensitive to a lot of people. But you're sitting on the thrones of the Oscars, right in the front row, the king and queen. One comedian, the court jester, made a joke. And you gave him the look like...
And he didn't know. You reckon he didn't know?
I could tell you he didn't know.
He didn't know.
And
I
even
don't
if he
reckon he
did,
knew.
even if he did know, was it that bad a joke, dude?
No.
It wasn't.
But it's
And now
not.
some people will disagree with me.
Yeah.
He stood up for his wife. Okay, I'm all about standing up for your wife. Not in front of hundreds of millions of people.
Yeah.
And you know this guy. He didn't call her putana or not. He could have done a lot worse to her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Of course.
because he said when Will Smith, you want me to tell you the truth? And this is only comics mind.
Yeah.
When Will Smith came out and said, keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. And then I said, I would have turned around and said, I will until August. Because August was the guy she was banging, right? So a comic, Chris Rock had, I guarantee you, 10,
Heaps
12
of material.
comebacks.
Oh, yeah.
And he didn't go there.
Yeah.
Every comedian saw it. And I knew it.
Yeah.
He could have said so many things to her.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
Massive
Because
restraint.
he did.
Okay.
So people say to me, what was it? I go, Will Smith. I go, Remalaka.
Yeah.
Out of all the times you're going to decide to stand up for somebody,
Yep.
you pick this moment where
Yeah.
you know you're going to get the Oscar.
Yeah.
Why? And
Because comedians have been a lot worse in Oscars.
Oh,
Ricky Gervais tore them apart at the
I know.
Golden Globes.
and it was
Tore
outstanding.
them apart. I like what did Ricky Gervais say? Come up here,
Get
take
your
your
award.
award, get your awards, thank whatever God it is you pray to, and fuck off.
Yeah.
Because he said, we don't want to hear your bullshit.
Yeah.
And I became a huge Ricky Gervais fan
Oh, yeah.
after those Golden Globes because he gave it to them. But that's a comic. So with Will Smith, you know, when that whole thing went off with Jada Pinkett, I'm thinking to myself, well, you assaulted a comic. This is where I jump in.
Yeah.
I support Will Smith. I support
Chris
Rock.
Yeah.
Because now, if they let this go, guys, I'm going to be on stage. Some guy decides I offended him.
Open slather.
I love feta cheese. I hate feta cheese. Bomb!
Smack.
It hits me in the head.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly.
What precedent does that set?
that's
Are
what
we
I-
ever going to see another comedian host the Oscars because of this?
If Will stood up and said, hey, Chris, easy on my wife. She's got a condition. And he yelled it out. it would be weird, but okay, whatever. But night.
He would have.
If I get up on stage now, if I get up from this podcast, come over and slap you right now with the cameras on, is that right? No, it's not.
No.
It's the same thing. It doesn't matter. It's the Oscars. Anywhere you go, I wouldn't do that to somebody. There's a space. There's a trust that we have. As a comic, I'm telling jokes. Like we said earlier, you don't like what I'm doing? Fine. You don't have to like it.
But there's even a thing with comedians. If you go to a comic show, if you're going to sit in the front row, you know you're going to get
They're
heckled.
going to probably talk to you.
I went to the Comedy Store probably about 2 weeks ago. There was no one sitting in the front row.
Yeah. Did you
They
go there?
knew. Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
that's all right.
Yeah, but that's fine. We went. We sat second row. We virtually might have been in the front row, but they were fine. They heckled a few people, but you got to expect it.
Yeah.
And no matter what they say, you just got to take it. It's part of the show, and you just got to laugh with it.
Look, the shows I do with Greek audience is different because I'm talking with the audience. I don't really single out anybody, you know, because it's not that kind of show. You know, it's not. And I find, you know, it can go wrong for many reasons. You know, you don't want to, you know.
Like Russell Peter does it.
Oh, Russell does it because Russell's
but it's
Russell.
funny.
Russell's a master at it.
Yeah.
You know, brown guy, blue guy, but Russell's a master at doing it. But think about it. Would Russell be able to, Russell or Don Rickles, would he be able to come and do that routine starting out today? Probably not.
Yeah.
Russell's been doing it for 30 years. Yeah. He's a master at what he does.
So will comedy change now, do you think, because of this incident for
It's
you?
changed.
It has changed.
It has changed. So I see now, because we've become so fucking sensitive, that people are offended by the littlest of things. So
What if what happened at the Oscars, say, happened at the Improv on a Saturday night? You reckon it would have gotten as much?
it could have turned into a fight.
Yeah.
Depends who it is. See, Chris Rock was smart, guys, because he knew hundreds of millions of people were watching the Oscars. By him not retaliating, showed restraint.
Oh, saint-like.
I mean, you know, and Will Smith, he was taller than him, whatever. You know, you imagine if that was a Greek festival, Panigiri, and you go and slap the guy behind
It'll be on.
the Fasto Bastuni in the side of the head in seconds.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be like, what?
Yeah.
Αυτός με χτύπησε στα μούτρα. Ποιος είναι αυτός ο
Forget it.
μαλάκας?
That's it.
You know, I agree with the Greeks, it's on, man. You hit one of them, that's it. You're fucking done.
So what do you think's happened now? Do you think Chris Rock is
He's
seeing
going
in
to
a good
sue.
light?
He's going to sue.
You reckon?
Well, Jim Carrey said that he should.
He's gonna sue, guys.
Yeah.
He's got advisors.
Yeah.
He's gone to the number one law firm in America, New York. Watch, I bet you,
know
in a
this
month
for a
or
fact?
two. Yes.
And who's he
I
gonna
know for a
sue?
fact.
Oscars or
No, he's going to sue both of them.
Wow.
And what's going to happen? The magic number I'm going to tell you now is $200 million.
That's what Jim said.
They're
Jim
going to
Carrey.
settle. They're going to go for $200 million.
Yeah.
And this is what's going to happen. And it's going to be Chris is going to get $150 million. The high-end Jewish lawyers in New York get 25, and the high-end Jewish lawyers in LA get 25.
Okay.
Because it's going to be Steinberg, Lehman, and whatever. These are the guys. They are clever, smart people.
Yeah.
They're going to put the fucking deal together.
Wow.
A man assaulted another man on live TV. Does not matter of their color or their religion. A guy assaulted another guy. It was an assault. If you let it go, you're setting an example to everybody that you can go hit somebody and it's okay.
Especially if they're on stage.
On stage.